if you're not in support of UK bringing immigrants to work, so who is going to do this job at the end of the day? All this job is not as if it's easy. It's not that easy. And how much do they get paid? No. So whenever you hear Shuela Breverman, it's a no joke area. This lady does not joke with anything immigration here in the UK. For those of you that don't know, she's a UK Home Secretary. Lately, she has been complaining that they need to crack down the number of immigrants coming here to work. So in today's video, we are going to discuss. Hi beautiful people, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. If today is your first time here, my name is Stella. If you have not subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Please do not forget to like, subscribe and share my videos. Click on that notification bell to get notified whenever I share any new video. And for my returning subscribers, thank you guys for the love. Thank you guys for always coming back to watch my video. So in today's video, we're going to be discussing the latest immigration update, the latest proposal by Shuela Breverman. For those of you that don't know, I'm a Nigerian living here in the UK and I always make videos on lifestyle information. So in today's video, we're going to be discussing this update. Shuela Breverman is someone that does not joke with anything immigration. So in fact, some person don't even like her because they feel like she's always after immigrant, and the fact that somehow, probably her forefathers were immigrants too, like every other person. Not like every other person like us. So anyways, that's by the way. So some person feel like she's just doing too much, but the truth is that at the end of the day, she's just doing everything for the British people or for the UK people. Yeah, for the British people. So yes, so lately she's complaining that the British people are becoming too lazy, that the immigrants are becoming too much and they want to take over the. How are we going to take over the UK? Are we going to take over the UK? Is it possible? Fast forward. Before, she was complaining about the student dependent are becoming too much and all of that. She was like, okay, we're going to cut down number of dependent coming to the UK. If you're coming in to study, if you've got like 5 kids, you have to bring 2. She was just suggesting so many things and, like lots of proposal. I mean, not everybody will be in support of what she's saying, although somehow the prime minister is sometimes, or should I say most of the time, in support of what she said. But I mean at the end of the day, the two of them cannot make the decision. All of the cabinet, all of them will have to come out and make the decision before everything will be finalized. Even though in the past she has said so many things that some of them were in place, but some of them were not, because everybody must not be in support of her. So in the latest announcement, Shuela Breverman was complaining that the English people are becoming too lazy to work. Now let's talk about the English people, or should I say let's talk about the UK in general. So if you're a UK citizen, if you're not working, there's this benefit they get housing benefit, they get child benefit. In fact, they get so many benefits I can't even mention, because me personally, I don't get any benefit because I'm not a citizen yet. So I can only start all the benefit these people get. So now, if you're getting this benefit and you work, your benefits will reduce. Do you get? So somehow, some person will be like, instead of me to work, I'd rather stay at home and get all of this benefit. For me personally, I think that is why some of them don't even work. So even if you see the ones that work, they work, I think, around 16 hours so that they get the benefit. I'm a Nigerian. I don't think we get benefit in Nigeria. Do we? If you're watching this video and you're in Nigeria, do we get any benefit? I don't know if we get benefit, but even if we get benefit, I don't think the government pay for houses for people. The government pay for school, child benefits. I don't think the government do that. Probably the government might be giving some persons pocket money, because I cannot call it benefit, because benefit is when you're benefiting. Pocket money, I don't call that benefit. And even if Nigerians are benefiting anything, it's not going to be less than 2% of Nigerians getting this pocket money. I don't mean like housing up. I just mean pocket money, like money to eat. That is what I mean. So now here in the UK, so many people get housing benefit. Like if you ask them, they'll say the government pay for their house, pay for their children every week into your bank account, pay for school, pay for so many things. So tell me, why will they work? Now the money they get, it's not as if they will use the money to make any reasonable thing. It's just for feeding. But if you're someone that really wants to do something good for your life, obviously you want to work and make good money, get the house, just build yourself. So there's this latest update. You can see it on the screen. It says, train fruit pickers and lorry drivers to cut immigration, says Shuela Breverman. There is no good reason the UK cannot train its own lorry drivers and fruit pickers to bring immigration down, Shuela Breverman has said. Addressing a conference in London, the Home Secretary argued it was not racist to want to control borders. She was previously said her ultimate aspiration is to reduce net immigration, the difference between those entering and leaving the UK, to below 100,000. It is expected to hit a record of 700,000 this year. Ms. Braverman's speech has been seen by some as a warning shot to Prime Minister Rishi Sunak to focus more on cutting immigration, although Down Street says her words were cleared with them. Some senior conservatives believe more immigration is needed in the short term to boost economic growth. Trade Minister Nigel told Time Radio again every now and again, we also need more people to come into the country, but the key thing was to have control. In the long term, we need immigration to come down because that was what has been causing some challenges in local areas for a long period of time. The horticulture industry has suffered labour shortage since the UK left the EU, which was made worse by a pandemic. A campaign to recruit more UK-based workers for seasonal farm roles was scrapped in 2021 after a relatively small number of people signed up for it. For those of you that don't know, we also have the seasonal work visa, and this seasonal work visa, most people that come in to do this job are immigrants. So she is complaining that why not train the UK people? So like I said, how many people want to pick fruits and how? So I'm not saying that you're not going to find the British people in this job role. You're still going to find them, but very few of them. They are not much. So she's complaining that why not train these people in this field? But if you could see what it says, that in the past they tried doing that, but how many people signed up for it? Because you cannot force them. You cannot come and force them that you must do this job. It's a choice. So like I said, if you're getting the benefits, some persons are really comfortable with the benefits. For me personally, that's what I think. Because if you're comfortable with the benefit, with what you get every month, I mean, you'll be like, why should I work? They just stay at home. That's just it. And on the other hand, people are not in support of her, complaining that if you're not in support of UK bringing immigrants to work, so who is going to do this job at the end of the day? Who is going to do the job? Nobody is going to do the job. At the end of the day, you have to recruit people from outside the UK. So UK started suffering since they left the EU. That is just the truth. So as at then, when they were still under the EU, people from Spain, people from every other place can just come here, work and go. But now every other person now is classified as, what will I even say? Because people from Spain, people from Germany, everybody will have to apply for a job like every other person. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say. So since they left the EU, they have been suffering. And mind you, during the time they left that EU, that was when they started the COVID thing, pandemic hit. So that was when it was also happening. So all of this affected the UK economy. But Shuela Braverman is not seeing it in that aspect. She's seeing it in the aspect that people are coming into the UK. She thinks that immigrants are too much in the country, so she feels like they need to cut them down. That is just what she's trying to say. But she's not also thinking the other way around, that if you cut these people down, or if you stop recruiting people from overseas, who is going to do this job? So like I said, there are different types of visa. I know most of us know this care job visa. So there are so many job routes that you can come in. The short-term visa route, like all these lorry drivers, fruit pickers, although some of them are temporary, but most of the time, as soon as they enter the country, there are so many opportunities for them, and they keep going, they keep renewing their visa, they keep staying, and before you know it, you get your indefinite leave to remain in the UK, especially if you're good with what you do. So if you can see from all of this, her complaint is that the UK people need to start working, need to start doing things. But at the end of the day, it's not our business. If they say they are recruiting, we have to apply, we have to come and do this job. I mean, we want the money, isn't it? For me personally, I feel like people here are so comfortable with what they get. That is why they don't want to work. It's not just the UK. I think in the Western world, because I mean, in Germany, they also get benefits. In Spain, they get benefits. So I feel like in the Western world, they get benefit, and that makes them a bit relaxed. So now not everybody get the benefits. I know some persons are complaining that they don't get enough. I mean, if you don't get enough, then get a job, do something, work. But you see them, they will still not want to work. So I don't understand why they are complaining. Come to my country, come to Nigeria and test life. If you don't work, nothing for you. You have to work hard for your money. Yes, in where I come from. Like I said, I am in Nigeria. You really need to work hard for your money. So if you don't work hard for your money, be waiting for the government. There's nothing. You will not see shishi from the government. I will always say this, even if the government are paying anything or to anyone in Nigeria, I don't think the government are paying up to 2% of Nigerians benefit, because even people with pension are complaining that they have not received their pensions. So tell me, who are the people getting any benefits? So there's nothing like benefits. So fast forward what I'm saying. So Shuela Braverman really wants them to cut down the number of immigrants. It went further saying, Ms. Braverman's wide-ranging speech began with reflection on how her background shaped her values, including her belief in the truth and power of conservative ideas. She defended her conservative ideology as one that prized experience, judgment, and wisdom before moving on the subject of immigration. Ms. Braverman told the audience that UK must not forget how to do things for ourselves. There is no good reason why we can't train up enough HGV drivers. However, visa rules have been relaxed or adjusted in some sectors in recent years to tackle work shortage. The government has also increased the year's temporary visas for seasonal agricultural works by 15,000. These visas are not included in the official net immigration figures. So you can see this 15,000 is not even included on the official net immigration figure. So for you to see that they have lots of immigrants. So now there's something I want you guys to listen. It says here, when Shuela Braverman says the British workers have forgotten how to do things for themselves, it is nothing new. It is how they respond to everything doc responsibility. Blame everyone else, he said. She told us their version of future of work in this country. Let them pick fruit. Well, our party will never have such low ambition for working people. Can you imagine? Hey, these people are using fruit pickers to catch crews or what? And you can see she's complaining that they need to teach them on how to pick fruit. And you can see, like I always say, not everybody will agree with her, isn't it? He's saying that not everybody have that low ambition in picking fruit. But I mean, when immigrants come here, why are they coming here? I always say that the fact that you see people come here to work does not mean that they don't like their country. At the end of the day, it's just the fact that there are lots of job opportunities. Now, there's some country you go to, you see graduate, there's no job. These people are professionals, so there is no job. No, aside from the nurses, doctors, blah 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 thing. There are other professions that are really good. I don't want to keep using Nigeria, my country, because if I keep using it, some person will come for me. But where I come from, because I've seen lots of people that are professional, they are good in what they do. They went to school, they graduated. Even with masters, they are driving keke. For those of you that don't know, keke is what? Is it tricycle or bike? I don't even know what to call it. They are driving such thing in my country. Like, is it nice? So now, if you see such people back home and they see the opportunity for them to come to the UK to pick fruit, they will run and pick the fruit. Why? Because sometimes even the bike they are riding is not even their own. It is on, what's it called? Is it high purchase? Because some of them will have to work weekly to balance the money they use in, getting the bike or whatever. Because I've seen a lot of people telling me, oh, can you get bike? I'll drive it for you. When I see such things, break my heart. When I mean, these people are graduate, very intelligent people. Why? Because there's no job. So now you tell these people that they should come to the UK and pick fruit. Why wouldn't they come to the UK and pick fruit? Like, they believe that when they come here to pick fruit, one way or the other, they'll get better opportunity. That does not mean they have low ambition, but because that is life. If the country they are in is not treating them well, why wouldn't they try another country? At the end of the day, the goal is just to make it. The goal is to get a greener pasture, isn't it? That is why you see a lot of immigrants leaving their country. So many persons miss their country, but they have no choice. Because there's no point of you saying in your country there's no job, there's nothing. What are you doing here? And you tell me go to this country to be a carer, or go to this country to pick fruit, do farm job. All this job that you know that you can do. Why not do it and get the money? Because I mean, at the end of the day, you're working hard for money, and with time you can get better job opportunities. Shuela Braverman is just doing a little bit too much, because before they recruit people from overseas, they have tried the people in the UK, like they have tried recruiting their own people here in the UK, but because they are not interested in this job, that is why they get people from overseas. So if you're watching this video, leave me a comment or your thought on all of this saga. What do you think about this recruitment from overseas? Do you think she's doing too much? Do you think what she's doing is nice? For me, I know she's doing everything for our British people, but at the end of the day, she needs to also check the other advantage what they are getting, because I mean, all of these truck drivers, fruit pickers, all this job is not as if it's easy. It's not that easy. And how much do they get paid? It's not as if they get that wow paid. That is just the truth. But anyway, that is just it for today's video. I just feel the need to share with you guys this latest update on this cutting down the number of immigrants coming here in the UK. So leave me your comment, like I said, on the description below. Well, we've come to the end of today's video. If you find this video interesting and informative, do not forget to do the needful. Like, subscribe, and share. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.